We're back. Welcome back, guys. Let's get right into it. You already know 15 things you might not know in WWE 2K25.
Welcome back to the channel and to another new episode of 2K25's Things You Might Not Know, the series where we continue our compilation of all the game's hidden features, Easter eggs, and amazing details. First up, let's talk chain wrestling. So as you likely know already, chain wrestling makes its return to this year's game and is better than ever. But a thing that you might not know about it is that this can actually begin from the rear of your opponent.
It can even become blinding at times. I expect unseen levels of brutality from both men tonight. Rotating out of that to apply a chin lock now.
So as we've covered already, the barricades in 2K25 feature the very cool detail of featuring damage when your opponent is thrown into them. But what you might not know is that some stage LEDs also feature this really awesome detail. This works the exact same way as the barricade damage does, and works in select arenas, for example the new Raw and new SmackDown. This year's game.
Why is everyone spiraling over YouTube banning ad blockers? Like, chill guys, just use Pi. It's a free Chrome extension and it basically blocks ads.
Adds a bunch of new general managers to this year's My GM mode, one of which being CM Punk. And what you might not know is that when you're drafting your roster as CM Punk, some superstars will actually feature some unique lines of commentary, including both Drew McIntyre as well as Roman Reigns.
SmackDown selects Drew McIntyre.
The Scottish Warrior heading to the blue brand.
Drew prayed for this and it happened. He now has to work with CM Punk.
SmackDown picks Roman Reigns.
The tribal chief will call SmackDown his home.
CM Punk drafting Roman Reigns? Will the OTC owe him a favor?
Sticking with audio, up next, some unique audio for this year's casket match when featuring Tatum Paxley and Wendy Chu.
Wendy Chu? In a casket match? This is creeping me out.
Wendy, of course, has the unfortunate distinction of being the first woman ever forced into a casket in WWE, losing the first ever women's casket match.
Unfortunate? Wendy said it was the best sleep she ever got in her life. Okay, now I'm really creeped out.
The winner of the first ever women's casket match in WWE history, and guys, Paxley is custom made for a casket match.
Her dark demeanor means she will not be phased when the casket's rolled out, but her powerlifting background means she can pick up anyone and throw them in. I rarely see a competitor excited for a casket match, but Paxley seems so happy right now.
Let's now talk referees, specifically for NXT. So as you likely know, by default, these are the refs that feature in NXT. But what you might not know is that if you put other referees in NXT arenas, for example Charles Robinson, they will then feature the NXT logo on their ref shirts, so essentially giving you even more NXT referees. Next up, let's go backstage, and we're specifically talking about the NXT parking lot. Now you've likely seen these two cars on the right side of the area, but what you might not know is that the car motions from previous games, as well as in the default backstage area, also work on one of these. This includes various moves around the car, for example the door, as well as the ability to put your opponent through a car window, which can be done by dragging your opponent towards the window and then pressing X on PlayStation.
Through the car window, enough is enough! This is ugly.
Sticking with the cars, just a small one, but a thing that you might have missed is that if you check out the license plate on this car, then it actually says 2K21, the game that never actually happened. Staying backstage for one more thing today, which is extreme glass combos. Now you'll likely be aware that what's essentially a glass table can be found in this area, but what you might not know is that the same moves that can be done in the underground matches can also be done off this platform. This includes some pretty epic moments, including a super RKO through the glass.
It's not a super RKO, it's just RKO.
Let's now talk Vader. Now by default he features this entrance, but the game does still feature one of his older ones that features his trademark entrance headgear. This can be found under the motion Mastodon 1. So in previous episodes we've covered some of the
Dunkin's $6 meal deal. It's a big deal. You get a medium iced or hot coffee, sausage, egg, and cheese,
moves that can be done in the underground matches, and today we have got another that you might not realise was possible, which is the running dive and splash through the announcer's table. To do this one, simply set up your opponent on the table, then in ring, run towards the edge of the apron and press strike.
That's cool.
Sticking with the underground, and next up, even more unique underground commentary, this time for Cody Rhodes, The Undertaker, Triple H, and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
From undesirable to
We don't care about the commentary. We never did. They be trying to do it too. I swear, if they got The Rock and Undertaker and all them just in the ring, just standing around, we'll be heated. Alright.
And your superstar gets visibly damaged in a match, let's say gets busted open. Then in the next match, they will actually still show signs of that previous damage, for example, some facial bruising. Sticking with tournaments, whilst not a new thing for this year's game, the game does still feature the awesome detail that if you win the Dusty Cup, Triple H will then present you the Dusty Cup trophy. The next thing on our list, we're going to be turning our attention to some ECW legends, and specifically some unique weapon grapples. So first up, we've got RVD, who features his trademark chair spin kick, the Van Daminator. This is done by pressing X when you've got a chair in hand.
I think that's Van Dam 97.
Then we have got the Sandman, who features his trademark Singapore cane leg sweep, which is also done by pressing X. Now whilst neither are new for this year's game, they do remain as awesome as ever.
So you giving us 15 new details for a detail that's not new.
And sticking with unique moments, for the last thing today, we're now talking unique reversals. So today we are covering 3, let me know if you know any more in the comments below, but today's 3 include the trademark Kevin Owens Fisherman Buster out of the corner, which admittedly isn't new for this year's game, but still remains lesser known. This is done as a reversal to corner moves such as the Superplex. We've got this counter for Ivy Neal in the corner, which admittedly I'm not sure if it's new or if it was there already. And then thirdly, definitely one that is new, we've got this awesome moment from Cody Rhodes out of the corner.
Nice agility shown into the power slam.
As always, share with me any details of future episodes in the comments below. Stay tuned for more like this, coming to the channel soon. And until next time, this has been 101